Alright, so price is in bullish momentum. Clearly see on the chart chat that we're putting in higher highs and higher lows. So we're respecting previous lows on the 5-minute chart.
The D-Money Show.
Out of that trade chat for 20 points, you're seeing it live here on YouTube. D-Money is who rocking like us. Riding the EMAs. We're putting in higher highs and higher lows. So we're respecting previous lows on the 5-minute chart, kind of map those out. You can see how every time price puts in a low. So I would not be surprised if 26,000 level gets taken today. It's your wrong, baby. I'm back in the VDH. I'm feeling good. The next candles continue to grind higher to the upside. I wrote this momentum up to the 900. This is the year 2026 and I'm trying to make a little money. All right, guys, drop a W in the chat for that. If you made money on that trade, let's go. All right, guys, there's 20 points. That boy good. That boy good. Tune in, guys, Monday through Friday, live from the VDH, the D-Money Show. Let's go. What up, what up, what up? We back like we never left. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are back, guys. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. Officially. Man, oh man. Oh man. Good morning, D-Money. You just got here and I blew 3 accounts already. Oh man, it happens. Unfortunately, right? Definitely happens. So I think hey, we made it to Wednesday, chat. We back like we never left. Nothing wrong with being patient, guys, and trying to wait for the right setup. That's what we're gonna do today. Obviously, we had some pretty good setups in the morning yesterday. Yesterday's price action in the afternoon was a womp. So if you weren't here yesterday, we had some turbulence. We were stuck in a range for over 3 hours, guys. So you gotta love it, but never fear. Omar is here. Omar Allen, it looks like you were one of the first comments on the stream. Midwest Trader 3P, good morning. TKW, W from CPI results, let's go. Fine peak, I've already called it a day. Oh man. Well, we're going to see what we can get here, guys. We're out here trying to make a little money, as always. So we're going to go ahead and map out the daily chart here, high and low, from yesterday's daily candles range. Don't you fear. Let me switch this real quick, guys. Give me 1 second. All right, so let me, we're gonna map out daily candles high and low from yesterday. We know we had red folder news, guys, at 8:30. Taking all this stuff off from yesterday. All right, so yesterday's candles, daily candles high, chat, 25,117. So we're gonna map out the high here. I do this, if you're new to the stream, I map out the daily candles high and low every day, right? So you have context in regards to where we're trading. Sometimes we're inside of the daily range from yesterday's candle, and right now we are, guys, right? Because the low of yesterday's daily candle, 24,728.25. So that's your daily candle range from yesterday, the high and the low, guys. We had obviously news 8:30 red folder. Price was able to put in a high above yesterday's daily candle, 25,210.5, and then we had a pullback. We are currently back inside of yesterday's daily candles range. So it's gonna be interesting to say the least. We got a lot of selling pressure, guys, on the 4-hour chart. That is not good if you're a bull. But it's unconventional. Looks unconventional, guys, right? Because if you kind of notice what I've been looking at here, you got some lows here, higher low, higher low. So is this going to be kind of like the same setup here where we get a higher low and then we push back higher to the upside? Because you got these drops, you got a pop, you got a drop, you got a pop, you got a pop, right? After a small drop, this could be a drop, and then you get another pop to expand us back above 25,214. But don't you fear, we're gonna have a poll coming up pretty soon here, and we're gonna get your thoughts on up or down at market open. We know that today there is gonna be some red folder news in the afternoon, guys. right right So we had core PPI and PPI at 8:30 that printed today, and then you also have federal funds rate FOMC statement, as well as the press conference at 2:30. So could be some volatility headed our way. We're gonna find out, guys. Shout out to Tanner. Looks like he took the 11,600 payout is approved. Let's go. Appreciate the $2 donation there. MPCY 577 D-Money, my crush. Let's go. Did you hit me up on socials? MPCY 577. Did you hit me up on the socials? We dropped the link yesterday. We dropped the Addy. Shout out to Eric Trades. Buenos dias. Yeah, we have the previous day low mapped out here, right? That's what you're looking at, 24,728.25. That's already on the chart, high and the low. So got to be cautious here, guys, right? Going into the open, it is FOMC day, so it might be a little unconventional today, meaning that do we get a pop in the morning, or are we going to get a drop here, or a continuation of a drop because we're getting a pullback now? And then you get some expansion to the upside this afternoon. We don't know. Could we consolidate in a range today? There's a lot of different factors, guys, that could be at play today. So nevertheless, I'm going to try to ride the momentum in either direction at market open. Don't you worry. Oh, man. The guys, the comments are starting. It's only 9:10. The comments are starting. Normally we have until 10:30, guys, but we got Baxter here. D-Money, I ain't ever been attracted to dudes, but low key you really attractive, LOL. Oh man. it's starting, chat. It's too early for this. Oh. Change your contracts, please. Yeah, guys. So we are on NQ. We are on a new contract, chat. So if you have not switched over, so I had to manually switch my trading view to NQM 2026. My TradeAvate prop accounts are switched over, guys. NQM6. So that is the new contract. So if you're trading NQ86, could have some issues there, obviously, from a volume standpoint. So you want to make sure you're on an accurate contract, guys. Jay, shout out to Jay. DMONEY, you got a radio voice. Oh man, I think that's the first time I've heard that. But nah, come on, ain't no VIP for a friend. Oh man. So yeah, I mean, I'm not, you know, I think it makes sense today, chat. Obviously, we're inside of yesterday's daily candles range. We're gonna let momentum. I'm gonna let momentum dictate my my bias at open, right? So wherever the momentum is, guys, then I'm gonna be looking to join the party. Obviously, we had previous 1 hour candle close super bearish, right? You had some pretty significant downside in that previous 1 hour candle, 244 points, chat. So there's a lot of bearish momentum in the market. You got a bearish EMA cross as well on a 1 hour chart and one single candle, guys. Now that does not mean that we have to just immediately continue lower to the downside, because if you rock out with DMONEY, you know my thought process on a higher time frame. A lot of times you're going to get a lot of bearish momentum in a candle, 1 hour, 4 hour chart. The next candle opens up, has to push up and form some kind of top wick, maybe towards 25,000 area, which correlates with the 50 and 200 EMA. And then maybe you know, if they're going to sell us down, maybe we get some continuation to the downside, right? We get some rejection off the EMA. Or if this is a lower high setup being formed, we are not going to drop any lower. What's interesting, guys, we've already swiped the previous candle's low. We've already taken out the 9 o'clock, the 8 o'clock candles low, guys, right? We put in a new low on the current 1 hour candle, 24,864, and we're pushing back up. So got to be aware of that, chat. So we'll kind of see what happens. Obviously, if you're a bull, see how we're kind of getting this rollover back towards the 24,956 area. That's the 14 EMA on the 5-minute chart. So that is a little interesting, chat, that we've already taken out the previous candle's low. So I think we need to be a little cautious here going into the open, because you might get a push up pretty drastically before a sell-off starts. So we're going to drop a poll in the chat and we're going to see how you guys are feeling. Don't you worry. D, don't forget the data high at 8:30. Yeah, I'm aware of that, right? So you do have the 8:30 candle, guys, 25,026. So right is the high of that candle. So what I'll say is that it wouldn't surprise me if we get some upside before continuation lower, and that could be a magnet point as well, right? That 25,000 regardless, guys, is always going to be an area of potential interest because it's a nice psychological number. So we got to see how this thing opens up today, though. D, what did Target say when you told them you were leaving to trade full time? Yeah, I actually I was at Walmart. I worked at Target for 10 years, went to Amazon as an ops manager for a year, and then I went to Walmart for 5 years. So Walmart was actually the last stop in the quote unquote retail management game for me, guys. And basically my daughter arrived. My daughter was on the way and was out on leave, guys, and decided to basically pursue trading full time. That's how that went for me, to be honest. So they you know, I had told a lot, you know what's crazy, chat? And I know I had told a lot of the store managers that I was talking to them a lot about trading. And you know, it's hard sometimes to kind of, you know, there's kind of like a saying out there, guys, if it's for you, it's for you. You know, but you can kind of tell people all day long, like, oh man, trading is great, and right, there's a lot of potential, and et cetera, guys, right? But if you're not personally convicted, chat, if you're not personally bought into it yourself, and willing to put in the effort that it takes, I can tell you that it's the best thing since sliced bread, but doesn't mean that you're going to be bought into it, right? So, you know, it's hard sometimes to see that when you're working 60, 70, 80 hours a week, guys, and somebody's telling you. I remember we had like a meetup one time, and this is when I had like a $85,000 payout in Forex, guys, and I was showing some of the store managers you know, the potential with trading. And then you know, I'm like, hey man, like this thing is real, like you can make money. And believe it or not, guys, that actually got back to my boss. So like some of the store managers were like, oh, D-Money's making a lot of money trading. And I don't know if it was to get brownie points or if it was to basically you know, just say like, hey, look out, because D-Money might not be around too much longer because he's making money trading. So I don't know, guys, but it was like funny because my boss was like, hey, I heard you're making a lot of money trading. Are you leaving us? And yeah, so it's like cray with Lil Ray Ray, guys. You tearing up, bro? No, I'm not tearing. Why would I be tearing up? There's nothing. Why would I be tearing up? I'm here. I'm good, guys. I'm blessed. Oh man, D-Buddy Jerome said you better not make that dunk or he's gonna get drunk. Well, hey, shout out to Jerome, because if Jerome is gonna if he's gonna bet the house, guys, he might be getting drunk as a skunk. So never fear. Yeah, I don't know what that was, guys. I don't know, obviously, what store manager you know, decided to go back and tell my boss at the time that you know that, but hey, I love you. I love you. So if you guys haven't saw the daily recap for yesterday, chat, Jerome apparently did the daily recap for yesterday, guys. I had to hit the road. I had to run to the barbershop. So apparently Jerome got in here and did the trade recap. So drop Jerome in the chat if you actually watched that recap video from yesterday. Apparently Jerome snuck into the BDH, guys, and did a recap yesterday. You gotta love it, guys. Maybe we'll play that a little later. Oh man, you gotta love it. This guy, man, never stops, chat, never stops.
D-Money brother, let's go. Barber still hasn't seen. No, he has not. He said he's been watching. He said he hasn't watched the lives, but he said that he's been watching the the streams because you know, I think he opens at like 10 o'clock in the morning, guys. And you're getting a pop here to the upside, chat. So we're kind of getting closer to that 941 area, which is the 14 EMA on the 5-minute chart. So price is starting to kind of curl back over to the upside, right? 944 could be an area of interest if the momentum continues, right, to the upside, because we're not necessarily breaking down at the moment, chat. Obviously, we got a lot of time before market open, right? There's a ton of time here, so. But it looks like it's trying to expand higher. Gold crashing the market. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna obviously, if you're looking at the poll right now, chat, 69% feel like we are gonna go up at market open. That's 1,000 votes so far. So remember yesterday, guys, we had a push going into the market open. We had a push yesterday to the upside, right? And then we did have a pump. We had a drop, a little bit of a retracement, and then we had continuation to the upside for that 45-point long yesterday, right at the market open. So is today going to be similar? We're going to find out. But never fear. The BDH is here. And we're going to see if we can make some money today, guys. That's the goal. I mean, you are kind of curling back over to the upside so far on the 5-minute chart. The question's going to be, is that going to continue? Can you check oil? It's pumping. Yeah, I don't actually check oil because I don't trade it, right? So it really doesn't. But if oil is pumping, then that could be an indication that NQ could be getting ready for more downside. We trade momentum. We don't care where the market will go. Exactly. Yeah, guys. So if you're new to the stream, we're trying to look for momentum in the market. So basically, I don't really care if the market's bullish or bearish, to be honest, right at the open. I'm just trying to join the party in the direction that the market is headed. So looking for something that kind of signals that we're going to head up, as an example. And I would be looking to join. So not really concerned bullish or bearish, guys, right? We drop a poll because it's cool to kind of see how the chat's thinking. But doesn't sway me one way or another, to be honest. May I ask, why do you mark with the arrows on the chart? Yeah, it's just the visual is easier to see for everybody out there, right? When I'm trying to mark a specific level, as an example, easier to see. So But we got some time here, guys. We got a few minutes left, right? 3 minutes, 45 seconds. We'll let the poll hang out for about another minute, and then we'll finalize the poll. Right now, it's pretty skewed to the upside. So we got a pretty strong case so far, 1,355 votes that, you know, 70% of that about feels like we're going to go up. So will that happen? We're going to find out. A lot of room, guys, back up too, right? There is. So if they're going to reverse this thing, 25,000 area would have to be an area of interest. Yeah, if you're wondering about the arrows, you'll kind of see how I use them just to kind of paint some visuals as we get into the open. You'll see that. Like streak broken. Where are we at with likes? Haven't checked. So do me a solid, guys, if you haven't already, hit the like button. We've had 1,000+ likes before 9:30 for quite some time. Looks like we're at 705 likes. We're at 836 now, so got to keep the streak alive, guys. Trying to get to 1,000 likes before 9:30. I appreciate the support. Free to like, free to subscribe. You got to love it. As we get ready, we got about 2 minutes left, chat. Starting to curl over. You got a V-shaped recovery currently happening on the 5-minute chart. And I appreciate it, guys. We just hit 1,100 likes before 9:30, so I appreciate the support. The streak remains alive. Let's go. All right, so we're going to finalize the poll here, chat. 1,600 votes. 69% feel that we are going to go up at market open. So do you fade the chat? Oh man, we're gonna find out, guys. We're gonna find out. Shout out to my barber Miguel, got me right yesterday, chat, so I'm back in the game. Gotta love it. So as we get ready, we got about 50 seconds left. Before we open up here. This is the 5-minute chart we're looking at. We're hanging out right below the 14 EMA, guys. So I would say if we get with momentum above 940, right, which is a 14 EMA, you take out these highs like to the left, could be looking for more upside pretty quickly here. So let's see how this plays out, guys. All right, 5 seconds. Market's open. So above 940, you could be looking for a pretty crazy upside here, guys. Gonna kind of waiting here. So you had about a 20-point pop right above that. Above that previous candle's high, right? Right at 20 points in a pullback. So that was a kind of quick pop there. Somebody grab some longs. Any red news? Somebody grabbed, they're saying 40 points. Nice. No red folder news right now. You had red folder at 8:30 and you got FOMC 2 o'clock and a statement at 2:30. So if you took that pop, congrats guys. That was a quick little pop there for about 20 points to the upside, right? But now you're getting a pullback. I see some W's in the chat. You gotta love it. So need to be patient here, chat, because you had basically a rejection right off of these highs up here. That's not great if you're a bull though, right? So 961.25 was the high. Gonna map that out. So kind of tame so far. You like the bottom wick so far that's forming, but is that going to continue? The low is 904.25 so far. So this is just the opening range, guys, that I kind of mapped out here, 5-minute chart so far. Kind of tame, to be honest, right, compared to yesterday. You had a quick 20-point pop, and then you had a pretty quick pullback, so need to be patient. All right, I like that bottom wick. You get back above 961, guys. Would be interested in a long. Targeting maybe 25,000. Minimum, right? Maybe even up to 25,042 because that's the 50 EMA on the 5-minute chart. So very tame 5-minute ORB so far, guys. You got about 1 minute and 40 seconds left. Going short yesterday, previous low. Whipsaw, yeah. Yeah, it's like you got no follow through right now, guys. So got to be a little patient, right? No need to force anything. About 25 seconds left. This is one of the weakest 5-minute opens we've seen in a while, guys. So you gotta love it. While we're waiting, if you haven't already, do me a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. So I'll be looking above 60, guys, for long. Break of the ORB candle, right? For more upside towards 25,000. Basically 60, like 62, right? 62 area. Break of that previous candle's high for a push up to towards 25,000, guys. Ideally, right? And that's just a basic ORB breakout trade that you would be looking for. I like the bottom wick on the candle, right? The ORB candle. We've seen this before, but this is very tame, guys, so far. So basically, if we break out, I would be targeting like this area initially. Puts us right at 25,000. Can't wait for the market open in an hour. It's gonna be a big thing. Oh man. Yeah, very tame, guys. Right? Very tame so far. Open. I mean, it's... So I'm in a long, guys. Put me in from 963. Let's see if we get momentum up to 25,000 area. Let's go, baby. Come on, guys. That's 10 points. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, guys. That's over 10 points, right at 15 points. Pull back. All right, we'll take it off, guys. You had basically a 15 point pop there, so but I don't like to kind of see how we're kind of stalling, so I can always re-enter if we get momentum back up. So you had about a 15 point pop to the upside. And I mean I want us at 25,000, guys. That's the level. So I can always re-enter here if it starts to look promising back up. Didn't like the pullback, right? So a little tame here, in full honesty, right? I mean, this is not ideal. So see, glad I took that off, guys. Look at the struggle. So if you took the call out there, guys, drop a W in the chat. You had a quick 15 point pop, but no follow through. So you gotta love when that happens, right? Looks like exited at the right time. A lot of volatility, guys, because it's bouncing back and forth. 15-minute candle looks pretty strong. This is the 15-minute chart we're looking at, but you want to see follow through to the upside. And we're currently not getting it. So it looks like it could be trying now. Yeah, this is you gotta love it. So you break if you're able to get back above 24,977, guys, my opinion, 25,000 could be in play here. Or higher. There you go. All right, there's the break, guys. Above it. $985. Loading teleportation to 25,000. Yeah, it feels like we're gonna get there. You had a few points on that level. So that break above the previous candle's high got you another 10 points, but you know, you want this is very slow moving price action. Somebody said it's a risky trade. Well, I mean, you're trading breakouts. If you're a breakout trader, that's how you trade, right? You're trading opening range breaks. We're above the ORB high, 5-minute candle, 960. We can drop back below it at the moment. So if you want a safer trade, you can wait for the 15-minute candle to close. And try to play the 15-minute ORB. Still pushing up? Yeah, I know. All right, so 1 hour candle, guys. It is bullish. It's having a hard time right at this 250 EMA, right? And the 15-minute ORB is going to be set. You got about a minute and 50 seconds left. $989.75. That's the current high. $989.75. All right, so that's your 15-minute candles opening range, guys, that I have mapped out here. Yep. And right back down, right? So we're right back inside of the range. Need to be patient here, chat. Right? You had a few points kind of given. 15 points on the pop to the upside above the 5-minute ORB. You had a 10-point pop above the previous candle's high. But that's all that it literally has given at the moment. So need to be patient. Back inside of the 5-minute ORB, and we're obviously wrapping up the 15-minute ORB now, guys, right? So we got about 30 seconds left. Pretty tame open so far, in all honesty, chat. Yoki yoke, yep. Yokity yoke. All right, there it is. 15-minute RB candle set, chat. It is bullish. You got a long wick at the top and the bottom. This is the 15-minute candle we're looking at, right? So, I mean, I would have to see us back above 989, 990 area to want longs at this point. Looking for a short here, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, that's totally up to you. But you're towards the top of the range, but it's not great for bulls. I mean, to your point, it's not great for bulls that we could not push higher at the moment, right? So that's not definitely great news for the bulls. And you do have a bearish EMA cross as well on the 5-minute chart and a lot of the higher time frames. So that could be signaling some downside here, guys, for sure, right? We couldn't break higher. We tried. But we ran out of momentum to the upside, so got to be patient and see if there's going to be some bearish momentum that kind of steps in here to the downside. So this is your 15-minute candle, chat, right? That just closed out. It did close bullish, so that kind of tells you, right? You had a lot of selling pressure to the downside pre-market. So if you kind of measure out that bearish move, we'll just take from up here at top 300 points. So you had a 300 point move basically to the downside. So you're getting pops here. Is just not enough follow through. All right, so we're trying to break again above 990, guys. This would be the breakout candle for the long. We're right back up to the top of the range, believe it or not, which is crazy because it looked like we were about to go downtown Julie Brown. And do we have enough follow through here, right? I'm not convinced yet, guys, until we start getting a lot of that body of this current candle outside of the top of the range. Could be a trap. All right, so now it's looking a little bit stronger. Trying to kind of get back above 990 area, guys. Probably be targeting, if we can get pushing 25,306 or 36 would be a target, first target. That's the 50 EMA, right? If they can get it up there. But we keep getting stuck right at the top of the opening range, and that's not great for bulls. A lot of times you'll start getting like those wicks right off the opening range, which is kind of telling you that that's like the top of the range, or the high, current high, right? Like you look up here, you had rejection the last time we were in this range as well, and it's starting to happen again here. So yesterday, similar, I guess, price action. We could not get, we had a pretty nice pop at the open, 45 point, 50 point pop, caught a 20 point long, and then price kind of stalled out for hours, right? I think 4 hours we were stuck in the rain. And we actually, I think when I ended the stream, we were back inside of the 15-minute opening range, believe it or not. So like I need to start seeing, for longs, I need to start seeing like not just the wick, guys, but you want to start seeing a body of the candle basically get back above these highs at like 990 area. 5K watching. Yeah, we're actually, yeah, you got to refresh your screen. We're at, we got 5,800 people tuned into the show, and we got 1,500 likes already. So do me a solid, guys. Hit the like button if you haven't already. But yeah, we got over 5,800 people tuned into the show. Pretty tame open so far. Not much to write home about. Not breaking down necessarily, right? Not pushing it to the upside. So it's like one of those things, guys. Be patient, everyone. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, this is definitely not. We swiped the high already, guys, of the ORB, and we kind of pull right back inside of it. This is not great for bulls. There's nothing and we know that we had a swipe of that bearish candle's low already, guys, right? Like the 1 hour candle's low, we had a swipe of it on the current 1 hour candle. We were able to put in a lower low at 24,864 and we push right back up. So we start closing below the 14 EMA. I mean, you would have to be using that as an indication that there's going to be more downside to come. So we'll see how this 5 minute candle closes out. Oh man, somebody said 5 minute candle's about to go wee. Yeah, that's what it's feeling like, guys. Something's coming, right? Because it's very tame. So I guess could be expected FOMC later today, chat. So nice that the NQ opens at 10:30 West Coast time. Oh man, so yeah, I mean, guys, it is what it is. There's not much we can do, right? So we know that something's coming, just got to be patient. So I'm curious to see how this candle closes out. 5 minute chart. All right, close bearish below the 14 EMA, get a push back up, form a top wick possibility, right? And then we lose 934 and you're targeting 904 or lower. So yeah, you lose this low, guys. There's the short, right? There it is, right? So you would have to be, in theory, right? They're going to give follow through. This is just a chop fest, but follow through, from a follow through standpoint, we should be testing the bottom of the range, 24,904. But we're not getting. All right, there it is. Trying to flush. $15-minute chart looks weak as well, guys. All right, there's the flush there. You just want follow through. Trying to short, guys. Here, trying to see if we'll get a flush lower. To 904 maybe, right? If we get back above 944, I'm out of this trade. No follow through, guys. So yeah, wasn't gonna give it much room there. Gave it a few points, right? And then you got to pop right back up. So now if we get back up below 937, I might short it again. But this should technically be the area that we sell off. Should be no reason why we, right? If we're gonna drop lower, we should be back above the previous candle's high at 970. If we get back above 970, they're gonna yoke this thing higher, just taking time to push higher. So wanted a short, wanted follow through, guys. Had a few points in the green, and you had a yoke right back up. So it is what it is. The 5-minute chart is pure barcode. Yep, it's nasty. This is FOMC day at its finest, guys. So we shouldn't pop this previous candle's high, right? If we're and look at that, we just popped it. So yeah, this is not gonna be smart at this point, guys, and wait for a break in either direction of the ORB. So we got the barcode. But if we're not breaking down, guys, right? You know, I want the break basically of 990. So I will be looking for longs above that break, above 990. Try to short, got chopped, basically was up a few points. We're barcoding. The longer we barcode after a sell-off of roughly 300 points, probably got a high probability that we're gonna head higher. That's how I would have to play it, but I need a break of the ORB high, right, to avoid trying to get chopped. This is at this point, it's kind of, I mean, 15-minute chart tells the story as well. Higher low on the current 15-minute candle, forming a nice bottom wick so far. Do they have enough energy to pop us higher, or are we gonna sell back off to the downside? We're gonna find out. Love the intro, D-Money. Jeremiah, hey, I appreciate that. So yeah, there's not much to do here, guys. Let's let this 5-minute candle play out as we barcode. All right, something's coming here. Something's cooking, chat. Bears are stepping in, right? So the initial short that I wanted, you're getting the sell-off now. We finally kind of broke out of this little range that we're in. We put in a lower low, but we pushed right back up. About a 27-point reaction right back up. Oh, man. Cray with little Ray. D, are you tighter on your risk because it's a prop account or trading a live account? Yeah, so it's the price action right now. You see how we couldn't break to the upside, guys. We tried, right? I think we bagged like 15 points on the breakout. We started having a pullback right inside the opening range. Had another trade for like 10 points on the pop right back up, and then we got chopped. I got chopped on that last trade. So you had two winners and a loser, and you got to be strategic here because we're barcoding, guys. There's not much to write home about until we break this range. By the way, chat, this is the 15-minute range that we got mapped out. We have not broken the range, so we're kind of diddling in the middle, PW likes to say. So that's what's happening, right? Like there's no clear setup right now. PW in the chat. While we're ranging, guys, PW is in the chat. He said, man, I'm number 1 on the leaderboard and up 40K today. Chat, we are on fire. You got to love it. The great thing about you, D-Money and PW, is you guys show trading is about adapting to the market conditions where most people can't remain rigid and lose when it doesn't make sense to. Yeah, that's the thing, guys. Right now, I mean, I wish it was better price action, but clearly, I mean, if you rocked out with the BDH long enough, you know that we're looking at the opening range and we're stuck in the middle of it. So hence trade and get chopped or wait for a break of the range, more than likely. So that's what I'm waiting for. They'll flush the ORB low and then right back up. Hey, they might, guys. They might. So just kind of watching here. I'm going to check. We're going to check the Warbucks standings, guys, while we're waiting. Don't you worry. So, PW is the #1, chat. You guys can't let him win. Man, come on, man. So, currently, at the moment, PW is the #1. 13.43% return, chat. You can see current leader in the competition. So there's 340 out of 640. So 300 people have unfortunately met their last trades in the tournament. Right? They gone. #2, we have it looks like DX. See, I don't know. That's abbreviated, so I don't know if that's actually Denny or if it's DX. Let's refresh it. All right, they want me to refresh here. I got to update to refresh. Okay, all right, we just refreshed it here, so we got a new update, guys. So PW still #1, 12.98%. You got Yaya 123 at 8.48%. Akiva at 7.87. Econ is in 4th place, 7.23% return. You got X Punisher at 7.11% return, guys. So currently that top 5, PW obviously doesn't have to pay himself. So hey, guys, you can't let PW win his own tournament, chat. Come on, man. All right, we're getting a break here, guys. We're getting some action here to the upside on NQ. So we'll flip back to the tournament in a few and check out and see what's going on there for an update. But need to see if we're gonna break above finally 990 here. That's what I'm waiting for. That push to ORB low got me trapped short. Yeah, it happens. 12K, I'm good on the day. Have a great day, D-Money. Hey, you too. So we're just waiting, guys. PW's up 30K, guys. He's using the lockout feature and he's walking away. So shout out to PW. Up 30K on his account and he's walking away. He's calling it a day. I imagine doing some racing in the trophy truck, so you gotta love it. Was down to was down 200. Now I'm up $1. LOL. Think I will wait for FOMC. Yeah. When does PW return to the BDH? Yeah, he's believe he's racing. The actual race is next week, guys. So he's getting some reps in this week, it looks like, and then next week is the actual race. So if I would imagine, it would be following week. Still got another week, guys. So he's been doing some streaming. Obviously, streamed again last night. So he's been rocking out at night. I've been holding it down during the day. Just trying to make a little monies, and we'll see what price dictates today, because we know at the moment not much. He traded pre-market. Yeah, it looks like he probably grabbed if I imagine he either grabbed some of these shorts and maybe the longs back up, guys. So you gotta love it. And that's crazy because yesterday pre-market as well, we had a 200-point pop to the upside, guys. So you gotta love it. It's like crazy because NQ has been given pre-market moves before market opens at 9:30, and then you get sometimes in Asia session you're getting these moves, right? And then come market open, we'll give you a barcode. We'll give you a barcode action. Looks like he traded market open. He said he traded market open and got pops here, guys. So yeah, PW just replied back. He said that he traded market open. So while we wait, we're getting to the bottom of the range, guys. We're finally getting some movement here to the bottom of the range. We just tapped 24,902. Took a while to get down there. You got about 30 seconds left on this current 5-minute candle. And we've broken out of that range, guys, that barcode to the downside with momentum here. So you got to be short bias at the moment, right? If we can hold below this 24,901, you got to be looking for shorts, targeting these lows at 866 or lower. All right, so here's the close of the 5-minute candle. So ideally you would want, I like the shorts here, guys, for maybe a quick flush lower. You've had a lot of time to the upside, so if it chops me, that's fine. I'm a little early on this trade, so you don't have to feel like you got to enter here, but I just wanted the reaction back down. Got a little impatient there, been waiting for a while. In full transparency, right? So one contract trying to target these lows. If it pushes up with aggression, then I'm out of this trade and I'll re-enter on the break of the low of 24,888. So a little early on this entry, guys. But obviously trying to play the continuation to the downside. If they pop this back inside the range, then that's not great, right? It's kind of telling the story what today is going to look like, and that's what's happening. So, yep, not good. Right back up. Right back up. So, Chop Fest. So let's see, 35 points. If you're a bear, you don't want us back above 941, the 14 EMA, guys, but a little early on that short. You're right, we had to close below it, and we're just a little early on the entry, so I'm looking to re-enter, to be honest, guys. If it breaks, if we get back below 904, I will be looking to re-enter for a short, targeting these lows at 868. So we'll see. All right, there you go, right? So got chopped on the first trade there, guys. Right, trying it again, see if we can get follow through here to the downside. Had a retracement, top wick, put in, should get a flush. Right back into the range. Man. Well, will we get follow through here, guys, to the downside? Right? Or are they going to yoke this thing right back up? Not looking good. The wick, I like the top wick, but I need follow through here. We should have already went if we were going to go and break down. So let's see. Entry is 913. All right, it's right at 10 points, guys. And you're getting they will not flush this down. So you had 10 points. Shaping up to be a chop day. And I don't like that candle closure, guys. Right? I need a flush like now. I need this thing to go. All right, there's over there was right at 13 points. I'm gonna take that, guys. I don't like that candle close. That can send to a pop. If we break below 890, I will be looking to reshort. So we got to get back below 890. And that will be targeting 863. But that candle closure is after that large bearish candle, guys. Could be like a pop back up to the upside. So you don't want that. Maybe they form a top wick and then they flush it lower. So if you start losing these lows below like 890, yeah, you would be targeting 864. So choppy price action, right? No follow through so far. We closed below the bottom of the range finally. And will we get a flush McGush down to 860 level? That's the question. Or are they going to pop this thing right back up? It will drop now that you out. Yeah, if it drops, that's fine. I need to see it take out this previous candle's low though, right? This is an equal low, guys, almost forming on the 5-minute chart. So this is what I'm kind of talking about, right? Right now, previous candle's low, 24,891.25. This candle's low, 891.25. That's an equal low, guys. So that could be a sign of a reversal, right? So if we have enough momentum to take us lower, and take out that equal low, then that means that you could get a pretty significant drop. So equal lows could signal either a pop back the opposite direction or just a fake out to go lower. So need to kind of watch price action here. So we do have an equal low chat on the 5 minute chart, right below the opening range candles low, 24,904.25. One hour candle is super bearish, chat. It is, but it's not getting any follow through yet to the downside for continuation. So that's the frustration, right? So that current 1 hour candle is bearish. The 30-minute chart super bearish as well. You got about 6 minutes on the current candle. And right back up right so far. So this is not great today, guys, as far as price action, right? Similar to yesterday when we stopped in the afternoon, basically getting follow through on these moves. Pre-market pump yesterday caught some of the pump at the open, and then today you had a drop. You had a pop, small pop at open, about 50 points, and then you're getting chop. Higher time frame says we're going lower. So, but question is when? All right, so we lose this low, guys, at 24,886, targeting 862. So we'll see. Equal low got taken out, so that's invalid at this point, guys. Gonna try it. So there it is, right? So let's see if we got continuation down here to like 865. All right, there you go. Let's go, baby. Come on, guys. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Finally. Thank God. Let's go. All right. All right, guys. Man. You gotta love it. You gotta love it, guys. So all of that crazy price action, and we finally got the move that I was looking for. Right, we finally kicked us into the trade at like 886 area. You had a nice sell-off here. That was actually a 40-point drop to the downside, guys, and it's still going. That's 45 points from the entry there. So if you took that trade there, hey, drop a W in the chat. You gotta love it. Man, that took some time, guys. It took almost an hour to get solid follow through on the move. I see some people are still in. Congrats. You're up approximately 60 plus points. We're headed downtown Julie Brown now, guys, because hey, once we broke that equal low, you kind of hurt my call out there. If we're able to pull in a lower low and take out that equal low, guys, a lot of times that's the signal that you're gonna have a pretty decent move coming. So that's why I wanted that short. After all the craziness there, this account, right after all the scrappiness, guys, we're able to kind of bounce back there. We're up $795. Oh man, you gotta love it. Come on, man. So that was the best trade so far, guys, right? For sure. 886 down. I mean, if you had that to the down, I mean, you picked up over 60 points. You gotta love it. Shout out to Andres. It looks like he took 48 points on that short. And it's still going, guys. It took some time here. You guys remember I tried a short up here, got chopped, right? Didn't like the price action. They yoked it right back up. Once we got a solid candle that closed below the bottom of the range, I was looking for shorts. And this thing is gone, guys. This is downtown Julie Brown. I mean, this thing is gone, chat. 73 points. RV Traveler made 60 points. Let's go. But chat, so you can kind of see, right? I gotta emphasize this because I want to make sure that people out there understand that the way that I'm trading this, guys. The reason why you're closing some of these trades out when they don't feel right and they're not kind of giving you the price action you want to see is because you know that, see, this candle's in momentum to the downside, chat, right? This is clear momentum to the downside. Up here, we had barcode action. We couldn't get conviction in either direction. And that's why some of those trades, when you see me closing some of these trades out, guys, it's because they're not following through with my desired price action, right? It's not giving me the price action I want to see, which means that my trade at the moment is invalid. Doesn't mean that doesn't mean that your direction is wrong. You could be right in your direction and still get chopped, guys, because the move hasn't happened yet. So you preserve your capital waiting for the real move, and the real moves a lot of times will make up for the losing trades if you didn't give them a lot of room to run against you. So that's literally I think a really good example, guys, of why I scrapped some of these trades. That was a 75-point drop to the downside. You close your position too early. Yeah, it's always too early. You're not going to catch every part. If you're, I can tell you right now, if you think that you're going to catch the entire move on every single setup, you're going to be highly mistaken. That's not how it works. I was content with the profit that I bagged, so there's always going to be another setup, right? Now that we've gotten the directional move, you're looking for shorts. You got room maybe down to 24,728 or lower, guys. Made the comment that the higher time frame was bearish, and it's just a matter of when they're going to flush this thing to the downside, right? Based off of how heavy this 1 hour candle was looking, and we got a bearish EMA cross on the 1 hour chart as well, guys. So that's what was frustrating, is that it just wasn't given the follow through, right? You kept getting yoked. Why Tradeovate is rejecting order? Yeah, my Tradeovate's working fine, so don't have any issues with Tradeovate. So Yeah, you might be on the wrong contract. That's a good point that somebody just called out in the chat. So if you're having an issue with Trade Evade, because it's working fine for me and it still feels like everybody else in the chat, shout out to Trade Evade Prop, the one and only platform of the BDH. Maybe you're on the wrong contract. So if you're on NQH6, you need to switch over to NQM6. That's the new contract rolled over. I don't know if that's what it is, but I would double check that, obviously, right? Do me a solid, guys. If you haven't already, hit the like button. We got to get over 2,000 likes. We just had a banging trade call out there. It took a while for price to finally make up its mind. We had some barcode action, but never fear. DMONEY's here. We're gonna fight through it, guys. And you guys, I think, saw that in real time, right? You saw some chop trades, and then you saw finally the momentum trade to the downside that I was looking for. If this is your first time rocking out with us, we appreciate the support. If you're not subscribed, you know what to do. If you're a loyal viewer of the streams day in and day out, or at least when you have the chance to watch, we love you. All right, so now you got to bounce right back up. Somebody kind of called that out. It's comical now, guys, right? Look at the push right back up on the next 5-minute candle. You got to love it. So you just had a 52-point retracement on the current 5-minute candle. So if you're trying to trade it as a breakout, you probably got chopped. I hate to say that, right? Because price just pushed right back up 50 plus points to the upside. Tanner with the $5 tip. I got chopped all over today, D. Super glad I took the payout for the mentals. Let it be a lesson for all. Yeah, that's what I was saying yesterday, Tanner, right? Hey, because you don't know what's around the corner from a price action standpoint, man. And right, nothing stings more than being or having a payout sitting right in front of you and you don't take it. I've done that multiple times, guys. So I use PW code just because he hired you. Hey, I appreciate that. Now let's go. Yeah, guys, shout out to Apex. Currently 85 up to 85% off, guys, on Apex. They have end of day drawdown now. Use the code PW as always. You gotta love it. Took 13,000 from Apex, guys. Gonna work on obviously getting some more. Make no mistake about it. So now, right, if you hopefully you didn't miss that trade, right, to the downside. But if you missed it and you're bearish, you want to see basically previous candles highs not get taken out, chat. So the previous 5-minute candles high, 24,871.25. If you're a bear, you don't want to see that level get taken out. Because if we're going to trend now to the downside, guys, you're looking for lower highs and lower lows on the way down. So that's ideal price action when price is in bearish momentum to the downside, right? So this high up here, you do not want to see that high get taken. If you're a bear. Somebody said it's 10:30 market open. Let's go. Oh man. I'm on 5 legacy still. Only ever got 5 LOL 30% consistency rules in MA rules. Daily average is about 10%. Rules be met. Trades be executed. Things just go. Yeah. If you're in a legacy account, yeah, you got the legacy rules, so to speak, right? So once you switch over, if you switch over, you got the new rules intact, right? 5 trading days only, no MAE, etc. So you gotta love it. All right, yeah. So you're looking for basically bears want previous lows to be taken out, guys, right? So below 815, you have to be targeting 800 level or lower. We are below the 1415 to 200 EMA. We're below the opening range. Candles low. 1 hour chart still super heavy, guys, to the downside, right? 30-minute candle. Now you want to see this if you're bearish. You want to see price basically push up and form some kind of top wick and then continue to the downside and put in new lows. So is that what's going to happen here? We're going to find out. So if you missed that trade setup there, guys, that was definitely the best trade setup because the opening range setup breakout was a little wonky today, right? You had 15 points on a pop, you had a 10-point trade, and then you had some chop. This was by far the best trade of the session so far, right? You had a breakout finally after all that chop to the downside, and it was targeting shorts below 886. You had about a 73-point sell-off to the downside. Now you're getting some kind of retracement. So now it's time to be patient, guys. Price is trying to have some kind of retracement here. You want to start seeing it. Basically, if you're a bear, you want to see the bears step back in. How do you know they step back in? Well, you're looking for clues, which could include lower highs, and then obviously taking out previous candles lows. So that's what you would be looking for. Maybe equal highs as well, and then a rejection. Bearish engulfing candles, etc. That's kind of telling you that the bears are ready to take this thing lower. So you got about 15 seconds left on the current 5-minute candle, and that candle was not able to put in a lower low, guys, but it looks like it's gonna have a lower high. So all right, lower high was printed. So now, all right, so if this is gonna play out, chat, the same thought process is intact, that you don't want to see us now back above 858. You want this thing to go to the downside. Right, that previous candle's high that just closed, 858.25, 24,858.25. You don't want to see us back above that, basically, right? So you got a low up here, you got a lower high. This candle opens up, forms some kind of top wick, but does not take out the previous candle's high at 858.25, and then you sell off to the downside for new lows below 809 down here. D-Money, do you still have to meet the buffer after funded on Apex? Yeah, so if you're, you still got to meet the, and there are still payout thresholds that you have to meet. It's actually lower on the new accounts because you have less drawdown. So 50K account, you got $2,000 of drawdown instead of 2,500. So just kind of keep that in mind, right? But yeah, still 2,600, but you got less drawdown. So you got to read through it and kind of figure out, because there's two accounts. You got end of day and you still got trailing. So just keep that in mind, guys. So we're just waiting to see if there's gonna be a rejection here. D, do you use 1NQ? How do you know when to use more? Yeah, so if you can measure your stop loss and you're comfortable with that risk based off of your stop, even if it's a mental stop, then you know, that could be a time to size up. But if the stop is too wide, then I'm gonna lower. Or if the price action is choppy, I'm more than likely gonna lower the contract size. So it's having a hard time, guys, breaking that previous candle's high. That's what you want to see. So if you lose 829, you would have to be targeting, in my opinion, 800 level. Right? Meaning that new lows could be put in down there, guys. I mean, because if it's not putting in higher highs, then that means that the momentum is to the downside and you're targeting for lower lows. You got 1 minute and 20 seconds left on the current candle. And this is the area, right, we're kind of referring to, chat. Where my cursor is. If they're going to flush it, we would attempt to put in lower lows. But 15-minute candle still hanging on for dear life, right? This is the 15-minute chart, guys. It's still hanging on for dear life, right? So it's like it's trying to, it's having a battle. You got a nice long wick at the top, but the candle's still green. Sorry, 30-minute chart. 30-minute chart still hanging on for dear life, guys. And 15-minute chart looks the same, right? But you know, if we can't put in higher highs on the 5-minute chart, we're basically building up to go lower. That's how you would have to look at it, right? If we start breaking previous candles highs, then that's a sign of a reversal to the upside. And price could be in for some kind of deeper retracement before wanting to head lower. So you got a lower high, lower high, lower high. We just broke the previous candle's high, so they're not ready yet to take us lower. Although the 4-hour chart super bearish, the 1-hour chart still bearish, guys, right? The higher time frame candles are still bearish. You're just getting these people taking profit, probably, etc. Going into the close of this, or getting close to the close of this current 1-hour candle. Do you recommend bookmap DMONEY to get more edge in your trading? I mean, it's up to you. That's a preference thing. I don't currently use anything except for my 3 EMAs. That's pretty much all I have on my chart, obviously, so you guys know that. But it's a preference thing. There's people that use it to make money. I'm a believer that you can make money with any indicator. It's just a matter of if price action is going to be trending or ranging. Yeah, see, so that 15-minute candle that closed out, guys, previous 15-minute candle. A lot of times when you see that candle close that way with a long wick, the next candle will push up and try to re-challenge it. Doesn't mean it can't get rejected and then you get more selling pressure to the downside, but a lot of times the new candle will try to push up and dig into that previous candle's wick. All right, so there it is. There's the rejection, guys, right? That's kind of happening. 5-minute candle, right? So now we're getting close to, we got about 50 seconds left for the last 10 minutes of the candle to approach. All right, there's a break, right? We tapped again, 24,821. Let me check something here. That was basically the low that needed to get broken, right? That we were kind of watching the 820 area, and then we'd go down below 800 more than likely. So you had a nice retracement, but on the 15-minute candle, but price was not able to put in a higher high compared to the previous 15-minute candle. But it has not taken out the previous candle's low. So that's some indecision going on, guys, in a battle, right? So you need to lose 24,817.50. For more continuation to the downside. So 1 hour candle's about to close, guys. We know that it's super heavy. You had a nice rejection right off the 250 EMA, and where would the target be if we're gonna flush lower? Obviously, yesterday's daily candle's low, 24,728, could be in jeopardy to get tapped. This is a small support area that we just had basically a reaction off of on a 1 hour chart, so got to be aware of that. But and you're getting some kind of push back up, and a lot of times, guys, going into the candle closure, we got like a double bottom setup right now forming on a 5-minute chart. A lot of times going into the close of a 1 hour candle, you will get a reaction back the opposite direction. And in this example, we know that the 1 hour chart super bearish, and you're getting a double bottom that's forming. So it's not small support, it's the weekly kickoff range high. Yeah, if that's what you see, that's fine, man. It doesn't right? So I'm literally just pointing out levels on the chart. So if you feel that it's a big support area, that's fine, right? But when you see that there's actually there was a big reaction back the opposite direction, right? You had a big reaction on the 17th, 8 o'clock. You had a push right back up, guys. Pretty strong, significant push the opposite direction. So you are getting that reaction. It's always funny when people oh, that's a large area, guys. If you feel like it's a large area, that's fine. All right, like I'm not concerned about it. Like I'm a momentum trader. If they start giving a crazy bullish reaction, guess what? I'm gonna take long. So it doesn't matter either way, right? I'm just mapping out a support area, man. That's it. Maybe he's making a fat joke, D. Yeah, I know, right? I just can't trade these ranges. Yeah, I mean, you had follow through though. I mean, obviously this up here, I mean, there's no doubt about it, guys. This was nasty, right? Like 935 to 1010, and then you finally had follow through to the downside. Now we're kind of ranging a little bit again, but this is, like I said, this is forming some kind of double bottom. So it's hard to be short down here, guys, when you know that you're bouncing off a 1 hour support area and you're forming like a double bottom at the moment, right? So I wouldn't be kind of antsy to hop into a short when you got a double bottom that's forming basically right off a 1 hour support level. So this little box that you guys see drawn, and that's why I was saying it's little, because when you draw it from the bottom wick of the candles, right, from the bottom body of the candle to the bottom wick, this is the little range that you have, right? So, but it's a higher time frame support area, guys. So definitely could get a bounce here right back up. We got for the candle to close on a 1 hour chart, we have 5 minutes and 24 seconds left, guys. So we'll let this candle close out. And like I said, I mean, it's hard to be bearish down here, so maybe we start to expand back to the upside. DMONEY, tell them to go start their own show if they know everything. LOL. Yeah, there's always going to be people, guys. I mean, you're going to have your own opinions, you know, and that's fine, right? I don't never said I'm a know-it-all, guys. I'm the best trader, etc. I'm just mapping out a support level, right? So, but it's funny how people are like, they're putting things in all caps, like saying like, oh, like that's a major area. So it's like crazy how that works. It is what it is. Have you done any trades yet? Yeah, maybe you tuned in late today. Yeah, we had a nice short. You could have bagged 70 points on a short call out. Had a 15-point pop at the open on a breakout trade. Had a 10-point pop for a breakout trade. Got chopped a couple times. Gave it like 10 points on a trade or two, and then finally got that nice drop for the short. So yeah, I took multiple trades already. If you don't have any haters, you're not doing it right. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, this is trying to push up, guys. It's trying to push up here. Like I said, I would not be short. I'm not interested at all, to be honest, in shorts down here. If you kind of measure the sell-off that we've had from pre-market to the downside, that kind of paints the picture, right? So if you just do from 730, let's just do from 730, guys. We had a 365-point drop to the downside. So you have to be kind of leaning towards maybe some kind of relief back towards the 14 EMA sitting at 24,874. Could be an area of interest. 5-minute chart. And I mean, we'll see how the next hour shapes up, chat. Right? Could be time to look for longs. All right, there's that pop there. Trying to get back to 874. So longs are looking pretty good at the moment because of this support area that we reacted out of, guys. Higher time frame chart, right? 1 hour chart. Nice reaction right back up. So far we had a tap of that support area. You had a pushback up of about 47 points the opposite direction. Make no mistake about it, guys. We had a pretty large move. Let's measure that out so people kind of know what we're referring to. You had a 300-point move back up, guys, the last time we were down in this area from a price standpoint. So you have to be mindful of that. This could be the start of a pretty significant move right back up. So we'll see how price dictates in the next 1 hour candle. I think you're the best trader, D-Money. Hey, I appreciate the kind words, guys, but I don't even get into that discussion, right? So I appreciate the kind words. Just trying to be the best that I could be, to be honest. There's the push. There is the push, guys, towards that 14 EMA 5-minute chart. There it is. And you're coming up on the 1 hour candle closure, so you got about 55 seconds left. D, are you done for the day? No, I'm not done for the day. I'm just waiting for this 1 hour candle to close. And you got about 30 seconds left. V-shaped recovery, yeah, guys. This is what we were kind of just going over if you were listening, right? So it's not surprising. That's why it's important to map out the higher time frame levels, and like where these reactionary or support levels, whatever you want to call them. Everybody has a different name for them, guys. So you want to map them out so you know on the chart where we're at. So all right, this is a new 1 hour candle that just opened up, chat. Previous 1 hour candle is bearish. We were able to close above the 14 EMA on the 5-minute chart. Previous 15-minute candle closed bullish. Now, if the momentum to the upside is going to continue, we could be getting ready to get up to at least 24,936, guys. That's the 14 EMA on the 15-minute chart. You had about a 15-point pop to 900 level right away, right at the market, the open of the 5-minute candle. Yeah, longs are looking strong here, guys, right? The bulls are stepping in strong here, trying to take this thing higher. And if they have enough momentum, 940 is the closest area that, right, closest EMA basically is 940. So just kind of watching this price action. So a lot of times when price pushes up right away, guys, and forms like a top wick, you get a rejection down, right? So that's the only thing I'm kind of watching here. right at the open, it pushed straight up. And it tapped basically the opening range candles low at 24,904. So got to be careful here. And there's that bearish reaction, guys. So a lot of times, you know, that happens after a push going into the close of a 1 hour candle. You had a pop of basically like 15-minute candles high right away, right at the open, guys. And then you get more selling pressure that steps in a lot of times, right? So if you're a bull, you need us back above the 14 EMA. In this 884 area. So you got an indecision candle here, chat, right? Long wick top in the bottom. So there's a battle going on between the bulls and the bears. Just need to wait to see how this candle is gonna close out here. Nvidia, Apple up, down equals choppy fest. Nvidia up, Apple down, yeah. So a little battle going on. It's FOMC day, chat. So some of this can be expected, to be honest, though, right? We gotta anticipate that. Doesn't mean today's gonna be. All right, I do like the close of that candle bullish, guys. Was able to hold the 14 EMA. Trying a quick long here, guys, for a breakout above this 909 level. Entry was 898. We'll see if we got enough momentum to get up there, take out the previous candle. There's the pop. See if we can get at least pop of the previous candle's high on this breakout here, right? If they retrace it, that's fine. I want the 938 level, chat. That's basically the 15-minute candle's 14 EMA. So if they're really going to push this, that's where we should be headed to the upside, right? So you'll see on the 15-minute chart, we got room up here to 941. So that could be a potential target if they're really going to push it, but it needs to go, right? It was up like 7 points. All right, there's 10 points, guys. 15 points. There's 20 points. Let's go, baby. 50. That's 25 points, guys. We'll take it there. There you go. You got a little bit more as well. So if you held that, you got about a 30-point pop on the to the upside, guys. You gotta love it. We'll take it. So drop a W in the chat if you took the call out there for the long. Happened pretty quick. Pretty much no drawdown, guys, on that trade call out there. You gotta love it. Had a quick 25-point pop for myself. If you held it a little bit longer, you probably got about 30 points. And it's still trying to push, right? So what did I see for that trade? Well, I like the close on the previous 5-minute candle. We were able to close above the 14 EMA, guys, and that, in my opinion, is bullish. We're in the midst, in my opinion, of a V-shaped recovery. And you can kind of see the previous 5-minute candle had a bottom wick and a rejection, right back above the 14 EMA, and it closed bullish. So I like that. I like that setup, guys. I'll take that setup day in and day out. So we had a choppy start. We had about a 15-point winner at the open. We had a 10-point winner as well on the breakout, right? There wasn't a lot of follow through. Got chopped a couple times and was able to capitalize on a nice short opportunity, guys. That was the best trade so far, right? That nice short. And then just called out another trade that I took here, bagged about 25 points. And if you held it to the top, you probably grabbed about 30. So you got to love it. Let me grab a water, chat. Give me 1 second. Well, D, I said one more good trade, and I'm back green. We back green, D-Money. I got in before you. Hey, nice. LFM. Hey, LFRM. Hey, congrats. Shout out to Tim. That's not Corn Dog Tim, by the way, guys. We don't know what happened to Corn Dog Tim. We're very concerned. But thanks, D-Money. I got 30 points. Let's go. You got to love it. I think this is like I said earlier, guys, this is a really good example of why, people are like, oh man, why did you only gave that trade so much room, right? Guys, you can kind of feel, I've been trading for over 10 years now, chat, and you can kind of feel and see when price is not really working in your favor on a specific trade, right? Meaning that it's not performing or doing what you expect it to do. You don't control the market, guys, but you're taking setups based off of what you've seen over and over in the market, and you're anticipating, right, for something to happen. So if you don't like the price action, nothing wrong with closing it, guys, for a small loss and then re-entering when you see something more favorable. So I just always want to bring that up, guys, because I think that the next thing I'm going to say is probably going to hit home with a lot of people. If you're sizing too large, I'm not a financial advisor, guys, right? I'm not here to provide financial advice. This is not a signal service, etc. But if you're sizing too large, I can always tell when there's somebody, guys, that size too large and they're upset, right? Because they're like, oh, I lost money. And then, you called out multiple trades and, right, there's a lot of people that are green because they size appropriately and they're not letting one trade wipe them out, or two trades. So, and I'm just keeping it real, guys. I've done that so many times, right? Where I've, in other words, threw everything at one setup, guys. Like, oh, this is gonna work, right? Like this is it. And guess what, chat? More times often than not, that's when you're gonna get chopped. When it's gonna be a choppy trade, etc. When you're trying to put on too much risk, it just works that way, guys. Honestly, right? So the name of the game is having some money to throw at these trades in your accounts, right? Just in case some of these trades don't work, because not every trade's gonna work, guys. And I can always tell the people that are going all in on every trade, because they're frustrated because you close the trade out for like a 10-point loser. It's like, well, I closed it out and I lost 10 points. I lost $200. That's not gonna do any harm to my account. And I'm looking for the next setup. And you guys saw that, right? I got chopped a few times yesterday as well. But that does not mean that you have to end the day, guys, with your account blown or crazy in the negative, right? Because the winners should offset the losers if you're doing it right. I mean, we just had another 30-point trade. You had a trade on the short for 70 points if you held it to the bottom. So that math doesn't add up, right? If you're giving a trade 10 points on a loser, how are you negative, right? It doesn't make sense. So the only thing that could be happening is that you're sizing too large and you're getting chopped probably on some of the trades that don't work out. That's it. Just asking, not pushing. Will there be a second session today? Will it be after the FOMC press conference? Yeah, I'm gonna probably, at least for the rest of the week, guys, I'm gonna stick to the I don't know what PW's schedule is gonna be next week, obviously, but and then obviously when he gets back, we'll have to figure that out. So I'm gonna have to get with him on that. But I know that yeah, I plan to do the regular schedule today as well, 2 to 4. Obviously we got FOMC, guys, so we know that I don't have any expectations going into that, to be honest. And I'm not looking to obviously I'm not looking to trade the news, so but we'll definitely do the afternoon stream. So maybe we'll actually, I know there's a press conference at 2, I believe it's 2:30. Let me double check that real quick. Yeah, so you have the statement at the funds rate, and the statement is released at 2 p.m. and then at 2:30 you have the press conference. So we'll definitely do the stream, guys, and then we'll probably look at some of the press conference at 2:30 to see what he's saying, and then that'll pretty much line us up for Power Hour. But I would say be cautious on that, right? If you're green on the day chat, there's nothing worse than basically giving that all back, trying to chase or determine what Powell's gonna say, right? Etc. So I would just say be smart. It will be a nothing burger. Yeah, it could be. Make no mistake about it, guys. It could be a womp, right? What is my approach? Yeah, I'm gonna talking about now, right? I'm gonna wait for it to be over. So I'm gonna wait for him to speak, guys, right? And then let the market kind of settle down a little bit. So we might get some good movement. We might not. We don't know. We know that right? I'm not gonna stream until 2, and that's when that news is the funds rate is released. So we'll see what happens at 2 o'clock. But I'm not gonna, like, this account's green, guys, after we've had that chop fest up here, and like I'm not looking to give that back, but we'll see what happens. Powell speaks is not anything, is a nothing burger. Yeah, a lot of times it is, Mike, but make no mistake about it, there could be some volatility kind of build up in anticipation for that. So we never know, right? That's the thing. We know that typically it doesn't give anything, or doesn't move the market a whole lot when he speaks, but there has been times when it has been a lot of volatility. So got to keep that in mind. That's why a lot of props or brokers out there will not allow you to trade it, because technically it is red folder. D-Money, just for an idea, according to you, what is an ideal size for a 50K account? How many micro contracts? Yeah, I always say that. I get that question at least a couple times a week, chat. And in all honesty, that's a personal thing. You got to decide your size, right? I can't really tell you your size. You got to decide. And what I mean by that is that, you know, what's your risk tolerance? I mean, typically a 50K account, you're going to get roughly $2,000 worth of drawdown. Doesn't matter the prop, right? That's typically what the drawdown amount is. So that's not a whole lot to play with. So, you know, you need to kind of determine what's your goals for, you know, how long is it trying to take you to pass an evaluation, etc. There's a lot of factors you got to weigh out. So that's a personal thing. I can't really answer that for you, to be honest. Right? There's people that tell themselves that, and the reason why I'm saying that, you're going to see now, right? There's people that tell themselves out there like, hey, you know what? The prop is going to give me 30 days to pass this account before a rebill, or I got 30 days and then I lose the account, whatever it is, right? So basically for us, if you're saying that, you got 20 to 21 days roughly of trading, right? In a calendar month on average. So if you know, you got to make roughly, let's say $3,000. So if you do 3,000 divided by, we'll just say 20 days to keep it pretty easy, pretty simple, right? You got to make $150 a day. So, and I know people don't want to hear that out there, guys, because they're like, man, it shouldn't take you a month to pass an eval. Well, nobody said that you have to pass it in a day either, chat. Right? I'm just being honest. So, but if you wanted to obviously pass it sooner than that, then you just do the math based off of your, you know, but $150 a day would have you basically getting $3,000 at the end of 20 days. And I know a lot of people out there, they want to pass them really quick, but that's your personal thing. It's however you want to trade it, right? So that's why I don't really answer the question about size, because that depends on how much you're willing to risk, what your risk tolerance is, right? Maybe you have a lot of capital and you're going to be more aggressive and you just want to pass them, etc. So shout out to PW with the 50 gift memberships. You gotta love it. You get a membership. You get a membership. We got 50 going out, guys. So you never know what you're gonna get. Rocking out with the BDH. Never fear. Another giveaway is here. We got 50 memberships going out. So if you're one of the lucky winners, congrats. Oh, they're still going out, guys. I see them right now. We got a ton of people receiving them right now. You gotta love it. You don't enter, you get selected. So if you didn't get a membership, guys, there's always next time, right? So you keep rocking out with us. You never know. You never know. If you haven't already, guys, do me a solid, hit the like button. So the last time I checked, we're at 2,000 likes. We're at currently 2,200 likes. We got to keep the streak rolling, chat. We hit 2,900 likes yesterday on the morning show, and we had I think 1,100 likes in the afternoon. So we've been on a hot streak between both streams. We've been right at about 4,000 likes combined. So you gotta love that. I don't take it for granted, guys. We just out here trying to make a little money. Ah, man, he doing another fit. Guys, this is This is Cray Cray with Lil Ray Ray. PW's giving out another 50 gift membership. So if you didn't win the first time, maybe you'll win now. This is Cray Cray with Lil Ray Ray. Man, oh man. Let's go. You get a membership. You get a membership. You get a membership. You gotta love it. Somebody said PW must be loving Cali. Yeah, he's loving Cali, guys. He had a post I thought was pretty cool on X. He put just a guy living his childhood dream, guys, to race those trophy trucks. So I mean, how cool is that? So good cookies over there. Oh man, you got all right, cool guys. So guess what?
Oh, hey, what up, chat? What up, chat? What are you guys doing? You guys making money? You guys making money? We're doing it live. We're in California right now. You can see the background here. What up, chat? Long time no see, chat. Long time no see. Don't worry, the daddy is here. We made some money today. You guys making money with D-Money? What should I do? Should I fire him? Should I keep him? D-Money, up or down? How we feeling on D-Money? Is he still got a job for another week? Let's see. We'll do a poll in the chat. We'll let the chat decide. Do we keep D-Money forever? Do we keep him forever? Or let him go? Let him go. All right. I hope D-Money's not worried. The poll is in the chat. The poll is in the chat right now, chat. Oh, my God. Oh, man. Oh, man. Who's going to vote for D-Money? Who's voting for D-Money? Make him open your most expensive Pokemon cards. Now, that would be fucked up, Chad. That would be very, very fucked up. Right now, looking at the Nasdaq here, I'm live in California. What a move today. What a freaking move, man. What a move, chat. What a move. What a move. What a move. What a move. So, I just wanted to give you guys a little breakdown on how my morning's looking. Looking pretty good, if you know what I mean. So, right now, on my Take Profit Trader Pro accounts, I took a $4,000 payout. Or wait, I took a $40,000 payout. Sorry, I'm bad at math. I took a $40,000 payout yesterday. I'll show you guys a little breakdown here in a second. But yeah, we're up $4,700 across 5 of the funded accounts with Take Profit Trader. These are obviously evals up top here. I just have these freaking evals stacked up to the moon here because, you know, that's how we be doing it. We be doing it big. But look at this, my friends. We took a nice payout yesterday from Take Profit Trader, over $40,000. So January, I took a $50,000 payout. And then now, obviously, I don't know. Is Twitter slow right now? Am I the only person in the world having problems with Twitter? Because I feel like Twitter's having issues. Anybody else feel that way? Anybody else feeling that way? I don't know. I feel like there's something going on here. There's something going on here, chat. I don't know what it is, but something's going on. I'm going to hang out here for a couple minutes, let D-Money have a little bathroom break, and then I'm going to get ready to go out in the desert. Right now, the Nasdaq is holding up their 24,892s. I swear, it must be down. I don't know. Twitter right now is loading very, very slowly. All right, there it is. I'm on Twitter at Patrick Wieland. Yep, see, I think there's something wrong with Twitter right now. It must be something wrong with it, right? Yeah, see? Question. Robert Lacey just asked, why do I use so many accounts instead of using one? Well, that's a good question, Robert. It is a good question, but let's think about it like this, right? So when you're trading prop firm accounts, copy trading, you have, let's say you have one account, right? Well, you have a $4,500 drawdown in that account, right? You have $4,500. So what happens if I have 5 accounts? If I have 5 Take Profit Trader Pro accounts, right? What happens then? Well, now I have 5 times the drawdown. So mentally what I'm doing is I'm trading the 5 accounts on Trade of a Prop. Basically, I'm trading it like it's one large account because now I've got 4,500 drawdown times 5. So if I take one contract per account, trade it looking for, 5 contracts total, I can spread my risk out across all those accounts, and then I can also get a payout from all of those accounts at the same time. So that's kind of my theory, right? With that. So, I mean, we'll take it. You can see today locking in there. It was a little choppy at open. We still locked in about $4,700. Well, yeah, we did lock it in. Almost 5,000 after commissions fees. A little bit of over trading this morning. Definitely a little wild momentum here in the market today. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the day, making a little bit of money. Making a little bit of money with DMONEY. I also made money last night live. If you're up late at night, I'll be live tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern. 9 p.m. Eastern, I'll be live, and check this bad boy out. So my Lucid accounts right now are looking pretty as well. Lucid, shout out to Lucid right now, making moves in the market. If you guys have not checked out Lucid, Lucid has a new deal right now with the Pro account. If you buy, I think for every 3 Pro accounts that you buy, you get 1 free reset, right? Well, that's pretty cool. I'll take that. I like that. So you can see these are my Pro accounts. We traded these last night, my Lucid Pro accounts. I traded these live on YouTube last night, and we made $5,000 there after hours. So if you're around 9 o'clock tonight, I'll be live from the desert, hanging out, trading, trying to make a little bit of money. But you can see, again, 5 accounts, locking it down there, and making a little bit of money there. So looking good, looking good, looking good, feeling good, looking good. What do you guys been? How's the week been? I haven't really been trading the morning open, but it's been looking a little up, looking a little down. Patrick, are you going to run the San Felipe? I am. I'm racing the San Felipe 250. Pretty excited, actually, because, well, it'll be my first race. I don't want to say I have low expectations, but I want to go into it with the idea that, like, my goal is to finish the race, right? I just want to finish the race. If I can finish the race, that'll be a good day. You can see this is like a video of driving in the truck. It's awesome. It's the coolest thing in the world. You're driving in this just monster of a truck going 100 miles an hour through the desert. You're jumping it, you're hitting bumps, you're going. It's the coolest feeling, man. I mean, I've never felt like more just locked in, mentally, just absolutely locked in. Look at that, looking like a fucking space trooper over there, looking like a Star Wars space trooper. Look at that. That's basically my outfit. I have a different outfit that I'm gonna wear during the race because it has some logos and stuff on it, but this is like my day-to-day racing outfit. But yeah, man, we're out here, we're doing it. It's so much fun. You're just out, and look how beautiful the background is, the mountains, the blue skies. Life is good. Going through this little section here, you gotta slow down. Look at that. But it's crazy because, like, you're going 70 miles an hour right now. It doesn't seem that fast, but, like, you're going fast, man. So right here, we're trying to come, like, into this section. Gotta turn to the right coming up. So, like, hitting that turn there and then going through this section, getting bumped all around. Oh, it gets crazy, it gets wild. So that's what I'll be doing all week long. And then next week, I'm heading to San Felipe for the race. The first race of the off-road or desert Desert Racing Series. So they have the Baja 250, the Baja, I think there's a 400, a Baja 500, and then the Baja 1000 this year. I'll be racing. So I'm pretty excited too, because we have I have a wrap for the truck, a big Warbucks wrap. It's going to be hot. It's going to be crazy. Right now in the Nasdaq, we got FOMC today, interest rate decisions coming out. Bitcoin selling off big overnight. Look at this move back down on Bitcoin. Gotta love it. Just cannot stay up there, man. Right now, pulling back. We'll see if there's some support back down here. 71,000 right now on Bitcoin. But yeah, what else you guys been doing? Everybody been having fun, having a good time? D-Money. All right, looks like the poll right now is finished. 80% of you want to keep D-Money. 20% said no. Uh-oh. Do we round up? Nah, just kidding. Nothing but love for D-Money. Nothing but love for D-Money. Right now, crude oil pumping. I think basically you got to keep an eye on crude oil, right? If oil's pumping, right? If oil's pumping, then you got to keep an eye on the idea the Nasdaq pulls back. But look right now, oil's getting stuck here, and what's the Nasdaq doing? It's kind of getting stuck, pushing back up there. So kick that 20% out of the chat. Damn, we kicking 20% of the chat. Gone. Get gone. What's the horsepower in that engine? That's a spec truck, so it's got like 500 horsepower. Pay D-Money more money? What are you talking about? D-Money makes a lot of money. D-Money rich. He got a G-Wagon, chat. He got a G-Wagon. The 20% didn't get a gift membership. That's true. That's true. That's true. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Man, Nasdaq just kind of holding up here. I don't know what to do. I'm already locked out of all my accounts for the day. You gotta love that new feature from Trade-of-8 Prop. Shout out to Trade-of-8 Prop. I got my trading locked. The nicest thing about this, guys, is like, you know, where those days where you just like, you're up big on the day and you're like, you're kind of sitting there and you're like, maybe I'll take some more trades, maybe I won't. And then all of a sudden you take a trade, it ends up blowing up in your face, and then you're upset. So like, the lockout feature, I know it sounds stupid because people are like, well, you need a lockout feature to stop you from trading. And I'm like, well, I mean, sometimes it's good, right? Like sometimes it's nice to do that. So how much for the truck? It's $1 million for the truck. $1 million. Talk to Trade-of-8and tell them the lock messes up use of market replay. Okay, I'll talk to them. So, when will there be another Warbucks competition? Well, maybe. Somebody with all caps, Alan. Damn, no one is trying to help me fix my PA accounts. What's wrong with your PA accounts, Alan? What happened to your PA accounts, sir? Nathan, yeah, I've got 2 trucks. TR Williams, did I see the new video talking about Iman trading? Exposing TJR. Guys, I've said this a million times, right? I've said this a million times. If you're surprised that there's a video out there, you know, if you're surprised, well, I mean, no, don't be surprised. I saw this is great, right? So you love this, right? So basically, Tori Trades, she sells her mentorship for $6,500, right? But what people don't know is once you buy the Tori Trades mentorship, you don't get Tori Trades. No. You don't get Tori Trades. You get this guy. Look at him. So basically, look at this, guys. It's basic trading. D-Money needs to learn about some basic trading here. Look, all right, you draw your trend line, right? Look.
Since we work so low risk,
it's so low risk.
Most people in our community ignore this playbook, but today I'm going to show you why that is a mistake. It is
Look,
called the bounce.
It's called the bounce. Guys, look, it bounced off the trend line. Do you guys not know simple trading? Do you not? Literally, it's simple. Look, watch. I'll show you exactly. For $6,500, I'll show you what to do. So you draw your trend line here, right? And then if it bounces, then you buy. And look at this, guys. It's perfect. Look what happened. It bounced right there. I can't believe it. The trend line, it works every time, man. Perfect bounce there, perfect bounce. Look at that, it's just perfect. I mean, look at this setup here, right? Trend line, bam, look at that. It got stuck, it's sold down. Guys, why are you not doing this? Why is no, it's simple. It's basic trading, you know, basic motherfucking trading. Just put your trend line there and yeah. And then if you really want to get crazy, what you do is you go to the daily chart, right? Go to the daily chart here, and then, dude, just draw your line on there, dude. Every time it gets close to the line, just get short. Basic trading. Basic trading. No Name Neil is working hard to buy her course. No Name Neil. Come on, man. Where do you send the payout? Where do you send the payment for the trend line? Yeah, well, just go ahead and just send me some money. What up, PW? This is Jerome's uncle, Red, hollering at you from Cali. He's second favorite nephew. You and Jerome is my favorite. Anthony, what about DMONEY? Is he your first nephew? Hey Red, what about DMONEY? Where does he rank at in your where are my invoices from the BDH? We're sending out invoices later on today, guys. If you're watching the stream right now, we're gonna send you a bill for $6,500 because, well, basically we just taught you exactly what to do. All right. Damn, Anthony Robertson said that DMONEY is his 22nd favorite nephew. That is messed up, chat. That is very, very messed up. That is very, very messed up, chat. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Warbucks or Tradeify, which is better? Oh, well, I mean, you know, if I was gonna say, something here, I would have to say that the Warbucks, it would win, huh? Right? You know what I mean? Know what I mean? All right, so right now, Lucid has a deal going on, guys. Lucid has a deal, right? You can buy 3 pro evals and get 1 reset for free. So that's going on right now. Use that code PW, get you some evals, get you a free reset. Because I guess if you buy limit 5 per trader, so if you buy a total of what, 15 accounts, you get 5 free resets on the pros right now. So shout out to Lucid making it happen. Right now, Nasdaq just kind of chopping around here. We got FOMC today at 2 o'clock, so I'd be very, very just kind of patient. I heard DMONEY earlier talking about, you know, just being patient today. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Just let it be, man. Let it be. 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 If we look at the daily chart, we've got FOMC today. So what does that, where does that put us, right? Let's look. On the daily chart, we're kind of stuck right here at the top of this kind of, well, I mean, like we said, kind of trend line there, right? So FOMC today, we've got the low from last week down there, 24,200, and then maybe 23,600 down there next. So we're ready to go. Tobias Crowder, Porsche or sand truck? Sand truck, sir. Sand truck all day. PW, do you ever get tired? You're up early and stay up. Let you do your thing, sir. Hey, man, we just make a little bit of money. Just try to make a little bit of money, man. That's all. Right now, we got, how many likes we got here on the stream? We got 2,400 likes. Come on, we got to get more likes, chat. It's free to like, free to subscribe. So far, NASDAQ just kind of holding up there. Hourly chart sold down over after getting stuck up there at the 25,200 area overnight. Right now, down there, 24,900. Let us go. Malay Chill said, give DMONEY back. Well, you getting banned for life. You're getting banned for life. I want everyone to take one little minute here, and I want you to look at the name on the YouTube channel, right? Look at it, figure out what the name is, and then remember who the boss is. So I'll go live whenever I want, do whatever I want. Right now, 24,900 NASDAQ holding up there. So what is the BDH? It's the big dick house. What did you like or dislike about the GTRS? It's slow as shit. Can you tell me how to fix my PA account? Alan, do I look like the Apex customer service? I don't know what your problem is. You spamming the chat all caps going, "Can you tell me how to fix my account?" Did you blow up your account? I don't know. Like, how am I gonna fix your account, bro? What do you mean you need my help? What did you do? You blew up the account. What can I do? This guy in the chat spamming, "I need help. I need help. Help me. Help me." I know what happened. He got banned. He got banned. He got boom. It doesn't let me place a trade. Yeah, no, you're stopped out, bro. You hit max loss. Alan, you hit max loss. Alan, if your balance of your account is 48,962, you're done. Yeah, it's called trailing. It's trailing drawdown, Alan. Come on, Alan. Chat, we need help here. Someone help this guy out. Can somebody help Alan out? Love the energy, dude. Are you a vet? I'm not a vet, no. Shout out to the vets out there. Alan needs Jesus. Oh no. That was like the person earlier asking about like how many live accounts you should get. I said, or last night there was a guy that was asking, he's like, how many live accounts should I get? I was like, sir, if you're asking how many live accounts you should have, you should go ahead and just turn off your computer. PW, you're starting to talk and sound just like D-Money. What? I'm starting to sound like D-Money? That's maybe D-Money is starting to sound like me. Patrick Wieland, where does the majority of your income flow from? My butthole, mostly. It's a constant stream of just shit. He does sound like D-Money. How do I sound like D-Money? Fuck y'all talking about? The chat is cooked. Alan, I love you, bro, but I think you blew the account, man. I'm sorry. I think you just blew the account. There's not a bug. The account's not broken. It just, you blew it, man. Well, over so far today, what do we got? We got the 15-minute range. We're below the 15-minute range right now. So, gotta see what happens here next. We got FOMC coming up today. FOMC hanging on. You get a date shake? Bro, I don't want no date shake. Patrick, why are you looking so pretty? You know, I'm just beautiful. What can I say? What size fuel tank for the truck? I think there's like 200 gallons. Or maybe more. I think it's like 200 gallons. A date shake? I ain't doing any pics of the wrap. Not yet. Not yet. We're going to do a grand unveiling before the race. PW, are you single? No, I'm married. Married to the game. Married to the game, chat. I'm married to the game. Nah, me and Victoria, we're basically married. I told her that she can't leave me and I can't leave her, so we're stuck. 200 gallons is crazy. Are you sure? I mean, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. You got your diesel truck deleted yet, sir? I would never break the law. Sir, I would never break the law, sir. Sir, I would never, ever remove any type of emissions from my trucks. That's bad for the environment, okay? I'm a straight shooter here. I put extra DEF fluid in my truck, right? I got extra depth fluid. I called forward and I was like, can I have two depth fluids? You know, can I get 2 depth fluids? The truck only gets 3 gallons a mile. You right. I think it gets less than that. Uh-oh. Someone said the trend line did not work. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey, don't blame the trend line. Blame Tori. Patrick, gotta know, how awesome is it racing in the desert? Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you, chat. This desert racing stuff, it's the coolest fucking thing ever. I think what we'll do is, what do you think about this, chat? We'll do a giveaway in the future where I'm gonna have two day trading BDH members or whatever in the chat. We'll invite you out here. If you live in California, you can come out for a day, spend the day with me, drive one of the trucks. It'll be absolutely insane. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I'll even have Victoria there so you can talk to Victoria. No, Victoria's allowed. You want a refund for the trendline indicator? Sir, look, it worked though. It did work. The trendline did work here. Just, you know, you gotta wait for the close, bro. Gotta wait for the close. Everyone knows that. Auction it off, Bonneville. Bonneville's gonna win that auction. Bonneville, how much you pay? Hey, Bonneville, how much you gonna pay for that? Bonneville's like, I will win that auction no matter what. I will win that auction. Yeah, so we'll figure that out. In the future, we'll figure out when we'll do a giveaway. The trucks, are they Raptor R's? No, the trucks have never ever. They were never a truck. It's not a truck. It's a race vehicle, chat. It's for racing. Like, it's an actual, like, it was built from scratch. I'll show you a little teaser here of the truck, of the wrap. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. That's gonna be the wrap that I have in the San Felipe race. If you can't, hey, if you miss me, then clearly you're doing something wrong. That'll be the wrap on the truck. We're gonna have a live stream as well, so you'll be able to tune in next Saturday and watch the entire race live, like from the GoPro in the actual truck. It'll be like a 4-hour. Someone said wrap looks like poop. Well, I guess what? Go fuck yourself, idiot. Michael Rod says that he would get a loan and get a plane. Man. What do I think about Rocket Scooter Matt? To be honest, I don't think about him. He's nowhere near me in the world. Think about that, right? Like, I don't think about Rocket Scooter Matt. I think about how much money I'm making right now, how rich I already am. Say hi to Greg Fouts. Fouts. What time Saturday? I think probably like I think that I'll have to figure out the exact. I don't know when exactly I start yet because we have to do qualifying. So once I qualify, I have a better idea on when we're gonna start on Saturday. I want to come to the event and meet you and Victoria. Uh-oh. I like that. All right, well, I'm gonna pass it back over to D-Money here in like a couple minutes. Just kind of wanted to say what's up with you guys, hang out with you, have a little bit of fun, and yeah, just hang out with you guys for a little bit. Say what's up, what's up. Dude, look how professional I look. I already look like a racer. Look at that. Oh my God, I'm so beautiful, chat. I'm so beautiful. Victoria said I'm so beautiful when I wear my glasses and my little racing suit. She loves it. She just loves it. Look at me. There's the truck. It's really bright out because, you know, the sun and all that. But we just out there making a little bit of money. Look at them glasses. I look like I'm already going fast. I already look like I'm going fast. What? You got to leave? I don't know. Do the map. Well, yeah, it's hot. You look like you're going skydiving, basically. Good luck in San Felipe. Hope to see you there. Let's go, Mexi Trader. You gonna be there? What you got in your profile there? What you got? Oh shit, you got that's a sick fucking. Is that your side by side in your profile picture? I think sick. All right, so I'm gonna switch back over here to D-Money. And we get going again. So I'll see you guys tonight, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern. I know it's late for a lot of people, but it's only 6 o'clock here in California. So let's go, baby. If you guys enjoy the stream, hit that like button, subscribe button. Don't be afraid to blow it up. We got D-Money coming up here in the next couple minutes and get back into that action. Right now, the Nasdaq is holding at the trend line. Tory trades would be buy, 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 or would she be sell, sell, sell? The $1 million question, you know? Like, what do you do here? Two trend lines intersecting. Oh, my Lord, there's too many trend lines. Ah! I'm scared. I'm scared. I don't know what to do. Oh, it's bouncing again, chat. Look, it's looking. It's bouncing. It's bouncing. I'm scared. I'm scared. I don't know.
Yo, yo, yo. We back. We are back, guys. So, PW's living life. You gotta love it. Oh man, don't start. Oh man, corn dog ghost. Somebody, corn dog Tim's ghost. D-Money, why are you so handsome? Oh man. So shout out to PW, guys. He checked in. He's living life, living the dream. You gotta love it. Gave out some memberships, 100, right? Cray Cray with Lil Ray Ray. From a price standpoint, we're just kind of ranging now, chat. I hate to say this, right? But is price getting ready for FOMC? So it looks like we're kind of stuck in a range here, right? We have not been able to get back above and stay above 24,904.25. So not much to write home about at the moment. D-Money poop break is over. Oh man, Justice. VIP room is open for all the haters. Yeah, you gotta have haters, guys. You gotta have some haters, right? So at the end of the day, but if you didn't have haters, you're not doing something right, apparently. That's how it works. D-Money, is day trading a real achievable thing? Yeah, but it's gonna take a lot of work. PW says it all the time. He'll tell you not to get into it because very stressful. You're gonna lose some money, chat. You're gonna be frustrated. You're gonna want to quit. But hey, if your goal is to achieve this, there's nothing wrong with starting off part-time. You're getting finally a break back above these highs, guys. Right? We just broke back above the opening range candles low and closed pretty convincingly above 24,904.25. So that is very interesting here, right? That break above. Pretty decent momentum candle. We are going into the close of a 1 hour candle as well. Right? You got about 4 minutes and 36 seconds left on the current candle. PW said the trend line worked, guys. Send them some money. Drop a tip if you took the trend line call out there to the upside. PW saying it worked. Drop him some money, guys. You gotta love it. What did you eat this morning? That was a long poop break, my boy. Nah, that wasn't a poop break, guys. PW wanted to pop on the stream and say what's up. Vibe with the chat. Why not? The journey to being profitable sucks until it finally clicks. Yeah, I agree. So if you're looking at this 5-minute chart, guys, I mean, this is, you had a high put in. You could be targeting 931 as long as we hold this 904 level to the upside, right? because you just had a pretty convincing candle there. We are ranging. You want to see momentum kind of step into the market and violently take us higher, but if you didn't catch the pump there from the bottom, nothing wrong with kind of waiting for this 1 hour candle to set up and close out, right? Because you got a long wick at the top and the bottom, so that could signal a fight. There's a fight going on between the bulls and the bears. We know that the 50 EMA is sitting at 24,975 on the higher time frame, so there is room to the upside. It is a little bit comical, guys, that we had this drop, we had this sell-off, and now we're right back at the opening range candles low. All right, which could be setting us up nicely for FOMC. Are you in a trade right now? No, I'm not in a trade right now. I'm not in a trade. You're going into the close of a 1 hour candle, so you have to be a little strategic here. A lot of times you get a pullback going into the close of that candle. So if the candle's green, like the current, this is the 1 hour chart I'm showing you on the screen. You got a green candle, but you see how you're getting a pullback now, right back below the opening range low of 24,904. You got to be careful, right? You had a nice pop, but what's happening is we saw this yesterday, chat, where if you're not entering on the higher low like setup, like your entry, you could easily get chopped, right? Because you've already had an expansion to the upside on the previous 5 minute candle that was about a 35 point pop. So if you're not getting in off the lows, you run the risk of getting chopped on the retracement. So you had a bullish reaction off of the 14 EMA, 24,895, and now you're getting that potential expansion back up towards 24,930. So you got about a minute left for the current candle to close out. Just passed my first eval. Hey, congrats. Check something, guys. Hold on 1 second. So you're just kind of stuck in a range, nothing to write home about. Building up more than likely for FOMC. If you want to get a little bit of clarity on the range that we're in, this is the range, guys. 5 minute chart. 50, about a 57 point range. How long did it take for me to be profitable? Yeah, it took over 2 years for me to see any kind of payout, guys. I've been trading for over 10 years, to be honest. Been trading for over 10 years. Started off like a lot of people, penny stocks, Forex, stock options, right? So traded Forex and was able to hit some payouts there. And that's when the confidence started to grow, guys, right? And then stumbled upon PW a couple years back and got very interested in the futures market, because during that time when I was watching him, there was a lot of shady business going on with the Forex prop firms, and I was looking for something that had some kind of regulation. So even though if you're trading props, guys, right, through Tradevate, we know that there is some, it's a regulated broker, right? So the price that I see on my chart, as long as I have the correct contract, obviously is the same price that everybody's trading. versus you know, it could be opposite with Forex. So I had to get out of that, had to get out of Forex. But it took a couple years to be profitable for sure. Now that could have been a lot quicker if I stuck to one strategy, chat. But I say this all the time. If you watch my older YouTube videos, my channel is not active, guys. I don't obviously post anything there. I stream here Monday through Friday. My YouTube page, guys, my old videos, I had so many. I had so many indicators, so many lines on my charts. You couldn't even see the charts. I've tried pretty much every indicator out there, bouncing around from strategy to strategy for years on years, and then finally got back to just using my EMAs and momentum and price action. So D-Money, are you green in this crazy chop market? Yeah, Max. Yeah, that counts green. So we had a few choppy trades, but I didn't give that a lot of room. But we had some nice trades, right? We had a nice sell-off, caught the short. That could have gave you about 70 points to the downside, right? Called out a nice pop as well for about my profit on that trade was 25 points. Some people bagged about 30, right? I had a 15-point opening range breakout trade for a long that paid about 15 points. Had another one for about 10 points, and then had like a couple chop trades. So you got to chop it up as a win, guys. If and I kind of say this all the time, just looking at the price action that we're currently in right now, we're in a range. We're starting to range again, and that could be normal. Obviously, going into FOMC, you got the rate, and you got the rate itself at 2 o'clock, and then you have the statement that gets released at, or sorry, the rate and the statement gets released at 2:30. You have the conference, right, where Powell's going to speak. So we could be in for a range here for quite some time, guys, in all honesty. Do you only trade NQ? Yeah, I only trade NQ. Trading FOMC today with PW. PW is probably not going to trade FOMC, guys. He already made a ton of money today, so I doubt if he's going to. I mean, I can't speak for him, clearly, right? But I know he's streaming tonight. I heard him say he's streaming tonight. He's been streaming at nights, so I don't. I'm sure he is going to be looking at the market later on. Yeah, he just said it right now. He's going racing, guys. He's going racing now. He already made money. There's nothing. I mean, this consolidation range that we're in right now, chat, this could be extended going into 2 o'clock. Make no mistake about it. Or maybe even 2:30 or later, right? So if you make money and you're up on a day, you got to be a little strategic and be patient while that meeting and the statement is getting released. What's the foundations of my strategy? Yeah, I trade momentum. I'm looking for momentum in the market. So pretty good example of that is the entry for the short that was called out on this short here, right? This is a trade that was taken to the downside for about, it was a 70-point drop. I think like 72 points was the candle range. 84-point candle range, but the entry was like 886. Because once I saw we had a consolidation range, we broke below the opening range low of 24,904.25. We had a long exhaustion wick right off the EMA, and we could not put in a higher high, right? So the thought process was, once we lose the previous candle's low, 24,886, then more downside could be in play. You will be targeting short term. It was this area at a minimum, right? These lows sitting here at 24,864 minimum, right? Because that would be the next potential like area where you could get some kind of support bounce. and you had a flush to the downside, about 76 points. So that was the best setup so far today, right? Momentum trade. Some of these trades up here, so I'm looking for momentum in the market, and when I mean momentum, I'm basically telling you that you want large size candles in whatever direction you're looking to trade. So if you're looking for longs, you would love to see price putting in higher highs and higher lows, and you want to see nice size candles, right? So in this example, we're bearish. You have a bearish EMA cross that kind of signifies that there's a lot of selling pressure in the market. If you were not on the stream earlier, I also mentioned that the 1 hour chart was super bearish at the time of taking this short, and it was just a matter of it flushing through and putting in new lows. So if you want to learn how to trade momentum, rock out with us. We rock out Monday through Friday. I'm a momentum trader. PW is also a momentum trader, and you'll pick up on it pretty quick. I have the EMA on my chart, but how do you get the values on the top left of the screen? Yeah, so this is you basically, when you click on the EMA, the little where my cursor is right now, the settings tab, and then you go to inputs, and you were able to put in the length of the EMA. So I have the 14, 50, and 200, right? The only thing I change is the length, and I go into the color, change the color, and I move my thickness over to the second option, and that's it, right? Per EMA. So that's how you do it. Quadruple bottom. Yeah, it is, but you know, it's building up here. Does not mean though that we have to head higher right at this moment, chat, because we know that we have red folder coming out. Now, if we break with momentum above 24,915, then yeah, I would be targeting right at 25,000, right? Which is kind of matches the opening range candles high, 24,989. So could be in play to the upside. The yellow box is just the range that we're currently in, guys. It's just for illustration purposes to kind of show you that we're stuck inside of a range right now, right? We're stuck inside of a 50+ point range. That's it. About 58 points. So this could continue, guys, going into FOMC. D, what you thinking, up or down FOMC? Yeah, I really don't have, I mean, I think we probably need to get a little bit closer to that time. But, I mean, if you look at the higher time frame right now, I mean, we are below all EMAs, guys, on the 1 hour chart, 1450, 200. We got a bearish cross as well on the 4 hour chart. So it's hard to be bullish right now. In my opinion, that could change in a heartbeat though, right? Something comes out, cray with Lil Ray Ray, and all of a sudden it shifts. So if you guys did see the trade recap video for yesterday, guys, we had Jerome. Apparently Jerome broke back inside of the BDH and did the trade recap yesterday as we kind of wait here for price to pick a direction in this 50-point range. So if you're a range trader, maybe you're buying the bottom of the range and you're selling the top of the range, but if you're green on the day, you don't feel like you have to force anything, right? Oh, man. Yeah, we actually have merch, guys. There's merch on the BDH website, chat, that you are able to purchase. Make no mistake about it. We'll drop the link in the chat. We have merchandise at your beck and call. All the shirts are there, guys, right? You got PW's Pokemon card, Gold Star card. Just trying to make a little money. That boy good. You got Jerome merch. Obviously, you got liquidated merchandise, guys. You got hats. That hat is fresh. I'm not gonna lie. I love that hat, chat. Might have to pick up one of those, to be honest. You got the hoodies. It's all here, guys. Don't you worry. We'll drop the link in the chat. It's actually already dropped in the chat. Appreciate that, Ginger. Just dropped the link, guys. So this is the link. We got all the merchandise you ever wanted. It's there. Where's the D-Money shirt? Yeah, I'm actually showing you. We got to just try to make a little monies. You got that boy good. You have the Jerome shirt. I don't know how this guy was able to pull this off with PW, chat. I'm still kind of confused here. Apparently, he wants my job, guys. So, hey, if you, you know, Jerome wants my job. He's pretty vocal about it. So, he got his own merchandise. You gotta love it. Shout out to Mila. She said the Jerome shirt is the best. Oh, man. So buying out the bottom of the range would have worked, right? You had another bounce right back up, guys. 30-point bounce to the upside. Is there a Queen Latifah shirt? No, there is not a Queen Latifah shirt. $36-point winner. Yeah, that was a nice bounce from the bottom of the range, guys. About a 41-point bounce to the upside. We're gonna check while we kind of wait here. I mean, there's not much going on. You're stuck in a 50-point range, guys. Let's check the Warbucks competition. Let's make sure this is the right number. Let's refresh it here. All right, so it looks like we got is that correct? We got a new leader. Is that correct, chat? Looks like Yaya 123 has taken the lead. 10.88% return. Man, 322 people remain in the tournament, chat. Original number was 640. So you got Yaya 123 is currently in the lead, $2,500. You got Norman, 9.64% return, Achieva 8.28, Lucky 7 8.27, and then you got Mr. Wick. So these are new. Some of these names are new guys for that top 5, right? So Mr. Wicks is at 8.09%. So you gotta love it. How do you get into that? Yeah, you had to register, Richard. It's already expired, right? You can't register now, but I would say keep an eye out, warbucksbtc.com. There was multiple posts over the weekend, etc., guys, of how to enter the tournament. It was free to enter. Top prize is $2,500. So if you're currently top 5, you have a cash prize. If you're 6 through 10, you are gonna get a 25K one-step assessment, one-step account. D Money, now's your time to outdo Jerome. If you dunk, we want D Money jump shirts. Jump shirts. Oh man. All right, so yeah. Here's the push right back down, guys, right? Rejection of the range, top of the range. That's literally the play right now, right? You had a 25-point sell-off right back down on the next candle. So you gotta love that. Are your arrows showing previous trades? Well, this particular arrow actually showing your previous trade where my cursor is. Yeah, I took that short. But I don't have the trade arrows set up on the chart. These are basically just kind of showing you from an illustration standpoint that we're in a range, right? So, but this was a short call out that I took from like 886 area down. I'm cooking with this range. 3 out of 3 is pretty clean, just averaging in with micros. Yeah, there's nothing. Guys, you could trade the range. You could trade the range. Clearly. It's just a matter of being comfortable trading it, right? I mean, because if you're buying the bottom of the range as an example, so if you got in down here at 867, you're looking for it not to break the lows here at like 858. So that, I mean, that's a 10, 11 point stop. That's not bad at all. And you're targeting the top of the range. So you gave it 10 points on the stop loss, and you're targeting towards the top of the range, 30 points or higher. So that's a good risk reward trade. Would I go long above 920? It would need to be convincing, because we've been stuck in this range now since 11:15, guys, over an hour, right? A lot of times you'll get these little pokes through the top of the range, just enough to kind of get people like trapped inside of it, right? Get excited. Oh yeah, this is the breakout. We saw that yesterday, chat. I had a few trades where I got chopped because we had a pierce basically of the top of the range to the upside, and then they pulled it right back inside of the range. No follow through, right? So the safest trade right now to avoid that would be buying the bottom of the range and just trailing your stop loss deeper in profit as it moves up to protect you, right? If that makes any sense. So do us a solid if you haven't already, guys. Hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. Looks like we're sitting at 2,600 likes on the stream. I appreciate the support. We don't take it for granted, guys. Right, so, and that just helps us spread the channel to more people. Maybe they're looking for a place to rock out daily. What better place than the BDH? This is that time where you have to be careful. To avoid getting chopped, right? If you're trying to take a short here, guys, your stop would probably be back above 908, because if it pops 908, then you would want to be out of it, and it just popped 908, right? So you see how you're not getting kind of like clarity. Now, ultimate stop would be the top of the range, no higher than 913.75, right? For shorts, if you're trying to short the top of the range. So at some point, we know this range is going to get broken. That 1 hour candle looks pretty good from a bullish standpoint, because you got a nice bottom wick, but until that range is broken, it's intact, right? Until it gets broken. So you're basically, now you're looking for continuation to the downside, guys, right back towards 877, right? Until they break it higher. And this could be, we had a range for how many hours yesterday, Chad? I think 4 hours, right? We were stuck inside the range for 4 hours yesterday. So after that initial pump at the open, let's try I'm going to try a short here, guys. I'm going to try a short. I'm going to put my stop at like 917, top of the range. And I'm going to see if we can get a flush here to the downside. So 878 would be probably initial target, right? At least 10 points on a, because we're playing a tight range here, guys. Right, if they break it out to the upside, that's fine. Not too concerned. That counts green. One contract trying to target for 10 to 15 points. And maybe they push it now, right? Because they're trying. So this 878 level was the last previous candle's low that was put in. Actually, we'll move this to like 912, guys. If it pops 912, we'll give it like 12 points, right? If it pops 912, I'll be out of this trade. Don't want it to pop 912. Put in a higher high. Want this thing to flush to the downside. Can we vote for dark mode? Haha. Yeah, you can vote for it, but it's not changing here. This is a Tradevate screen. That's the only screen that's actually white. The other ones are gray. So let's see what happens, chat. Right? Can we get at least 10 point winner here? There you go. There's 10 points, guys. Right at it. I want the bottom of the range, but we might not get it. All right, there you go, right? There's a 15-point trade there, guys. We'll take it, right? There's a 15-point winner. You gotta love it. Playing a little range here. We'll take it, right? So if you took the call out there for the short, you had about a 15-point winner there. Drop a W in the chat. You gotta love it. Inside of this little range that we're stuck in, guys. What's the easiest way to know how much your take profit and stop loss is on Tradeovate? Yeah, I mean, you got to still measure that out and kind of figure. I mean, I just basically put it. Initially, I had it at the top of the range because we know that we're in like a 50-point range. So I put it at the top. But once it started kind of selling off, I'm like, hey, you know what? I don't want it to break this previous candle's high, which was sitting at 24,912. So I actually lowered it to 24,912, right? Because the thought process is, if it's able to take out that previous candle's high, I don't want to be short anymore. And I wanted more downside, but you know, once it gave me 15 points, I closed it out. It was enough, right? In this little range, guys. W, first stream, second win while doing G repairs on heavy equipment. Shout out to Alan. Nice. So yeah, if this is your first time rocking out, I appreciate the support. We rock out Monday through Friday, just trying to make a little money. So hey, hit the subscribe button. If you're not subscribed, you'll get an alert when we go live. Should I take a long from the bottom, trying to pass his eval? V. Oh man. Well, I mean, if it gets down there, I mean, it's held up multiple times, right? I don't know if it's gonna hold up again. You never know in trading. Nothing's 100% certain. You got to take a risk, but have a stop loss, right? The cool part about the ranges, guys, and especially when it's in a smaller range like this, right? If it gets down to 866, my stop would be no more than like 10 points. So I mean, that's great risk reward because you're trying to target the top of the range, which we measured before. We know that that's roughly 30 plus points. So your risk can tend to make 30 or more. I mean, that's a good trade in my opinion. At what time is the FOMC? Yeah, the party starts at 2 o'clock. You have the statement and the rate decision at 2 o'clock, and then you're gonna have the press conference at 2:30. Hello, DMONEY. This is Papa John trying to confirm your extra large pepperoni pizza. Oh man, yeah, I haven't had Papa John's in a minute, chat. But it definitely is lunchtime here. So we'll drop a poll here, guys, because I see a lot of questions. People are saying, what's my prediction for FOMC up or down? So I'm neutral, chat, right? A lot of times you get the real movement at 2:30 when Powell starts speaking. So we'll see, right? We don't know. Right now, 55% of the chat, they feel like we're going down. We'll see how that changes, right? We'll keep it up for a few minutes, guys. Right, I'm gonna come back obviously at 2 o'clock for FOMC. That means it's going up. Yeah. Hey. Fade the chat. Fade the chat. Didn't hear any weirdness after 10:30. Disappointed, honestly. I need weird. Mac. Yeah, we had a few comments here and there. I think that started a little earlier than 10:30 today, right? Somebody was saying that they thought I was very attractive and they were a male. So, but hey, to each his own. But D-Money strictly for the ladies. So we have let's do the weather forecast, guys. Before I head out here to lunch, we'll be back at 2 o'clock. So weather forecast for Fort Lauderdale right now. It is currently raining, guys, unfortunately. So the high today is going to be 71. It's currently 70 degrees. And it's going to be raining, high chance of rain up until 7 o'clock, guys, and later. So this is going to be a nasty day today. So I'll be probably getting drenched today, getting the daughter from daycare. You got to love it. Oh, man, I got an umbrella, guys. It's all good. So cloudy and rainy in Fort Lauderdale. So that's your weather forecast for the Fort Lauderdale area, brought to you by the BDH and D-Money. Scotty, it sucks outside. I'm in Fort Lauderdale too. Yeah, it's nasty outside right now. I can hear the rain. Oh man, it's starting to happen, guys. Saw Corn Dog Tim playing with his hot dog in the dugout. Here we go. So they're starting to come in. We got who is that? Brian Lack. We knew it was coming, guys. We knew the comments were gonna start flooding in. Oh man. Shout out to Denny. Denny saying that he wish he was snoring there. So apparently it might, or raining there. Apparently it might be. What's the weather like there, Denny? Is it snowing? Or is it hot? Yeah, that was me, D-Money, and the offer still stands. Bro, not even trying to be weird, though. Yeah, Baxter. Yeah, I remember that name, man. We're going to put you, we got to give you a timeout here. Let's give you a 10-second timeout, sir. So we just gave Baxter a 10-second timeout for the repeat aggression here, trying to spit game. There's the low break. There's a low break, guys. We just broke below the bottom of the range to the downside. It took us an hour and 15 minutes to break out of that range, finally to the downside here. So retargeting 24,800 level. All right, because that would be the area of interest, chat, down here, right? You would have to be targeting new lows below 24,810. So that's going to be very interesting going into the 2 o'clock time, guys, right? Because it's kind of like, okay, so we're no longer ranging. We just broke out of that range that we've been stuck in for over an hour. There's a ton of time left, though, before because this candle could easily pop right back inside of that range, guys, right? But from a downside standpoint, if we really get moving, you have yesterday's daily candles low sitting at 24,728.25. So that could be an area of interest. Holly 3878, did you take trades today? Yeah, I took multiple trades today. Been streaming since 9 o'clock. So I kind of covered multiple times, to be honest, some of the trades, right? We just actually took a 15-point short from the top of the range. That was the most recent trade, probably less than 10 minutes ago, right? We actually took a short, called out a short that I took here from the top of this range for about 15 points. Right, we called out, I took a long on this candle 5-minute chart because I like the previous candle closure to the left, right? On this candle, that was a nice trade as well. For about 25 points to the upside, right? This was the best trades of the session, was right here on the short below 24,886. So you had a short opportunity below 886 that netted about 76 points if you held it to the bottom, right? That was the best trade setup of the session. Got chopped on a few of these trades here, right? We had a 15-point winner on the ORB breakout to the upside, had a 10-point winner after that. Got chopped a couple times for like 10 points twice on trying to trade a breakout, and price just started barcoding, right? So that's your quick like breakdown of the session. So I'm gonna call it here, guys. We'll be back at 2 o'clock. Gonna go grab some lunch, and we'll be back at 2 o'clock. Don't you worry, for FOMC. So we'll see what that brings. We're not sure, but right, meaning that we don't know if it's going to be volatile, you know, about a lot of volatility or not, chat. But either way, we'll be back. Don't you worry. So I probably set it for 1:55, so it'll give us like 5 minutes, guys, to kind of, because that 2 o'clock is technically the statement release and the rate decision, right? So I'll probably do it for like 1:55. So we'll be back. What's for lunch? Yeah, I'm not sure yet, guys. I had Canes the other day. I'm not sure if I'm feeling Canes. So you got Jersey Mike Subs that's in the same plaza next to Canes, or pretty close to Canes. You got Smoothie King, right? I had that yesterday, so I'm not sure, guys. Why are you trading June contracts, not March? Because the March contract expired, or it's gonna expire, and the volume has dried up. So I have automatic rollover feature set up on Tradeovate, where it's gonna switch me automatically when the volume gets low on a specific contract. And that's why I'm trading in QM6, because the previous contract in QH6 volume has left, right? It's dried up. So it's time for rollover. Las Espadas. Yeah, Las Espadas is pretty good. Their subs are pretty good. But I like Jersey Mike's subs, guys. Jersey Mike's is on point, to be honest, in my opinion. So I'll be back, guys. I'm going to call it here. We'll be back like 1:55 for FOMC and Power Hour, and we'll see what the market gives us. So until then, I'm gone.